My body started failing probably in my late 30s, early 40s. By then, I was probably 8, 9 years into my business, which is an environmental business. I was exposing myself to daily to heavy metals, lead, mercury, lots of contaminants, asbestos. Not only that, I was drinking on a regular basis, drank daily. So alcohol was a big part of it. So I started signing up for I'd go to the doctors trying to figure out what was wrong. They tested me for MS, ALS. I even had a heart catheter done when I was around 40 because the panic attacks that I was having. So, it's just a laundry list of things that I was diagnosed with or literally undiagnosed with. But they gave me, I think it was up to 9 prescriptions at some point in time. Everything from cholesterol, high blood pressure, anti-anxiety, antidepressants. I was told that it was just normal. This is just normal when you get in your early to mid 40s that your body starts failing, right? You're just signing up for this perpetual wheel of prescriptions and nobody had an answer. I even had a doctor tell me that, you're one of these guys, you're pretty stubborn. You're one of these kind of guys. And, this was in 2015. He said that, I know you're not going to take these medications, because you're just one of them type of guys, but you can't do this on your own. That, you need these in order to keep you alive. But they still had no answer of why. I wanted to know the why, but nobody ever questioned me what my lifestyle was or what my exposure was. Nobody ever questioned me what my exposures were with my job. Nobody ever questioned me on how I live my life day in and day out and the lifestyle choices that I chose, which was counterproductive to health. Okay. Fast forward to 2020, started failing. My business started failing. My business was doing fine. I started failing my business. I started failing my family. Mentally, I had cognitive decline. To me, it was early stages of dementia. I don't want to say Alzheimer's, but it was difficult at some point in time to even sit down and type out an email. I couldn't even take a phone call and have a conversation with people. I was forgetting people's faces, right? I didn't know their names anymore. These were people that we spent time together. We would go play golf together. We would go out fishing together. I was forgetting who people were. I couldn't remember faces anymore. So I walk into Dr. Bowersmith's office and, I'm at my rope's end. So I'm like, I'm willing to try anything. And they set this prescription up of, doing some blood tests and some blood work and, hey, let's test your heavy metals and, let's figure out what's going on. But he sat in that room and for the one time and the first time ever, I actually had a doctor tell me he thought he had the answer. He said, hey, I know I can help you. And that sparked interest in me. I'm like, all right, finally got somebody that said they can help me. And he wasn't trying to write me a prescription. He wasn't trying to sell me off to just be on these prescriptions for the rest of my life. Because when I asked the other ones how to get off of it, deer in the headlights, they didn't have an answer. So we fast forward. I start my chelation therapy. I started treatment for heavy metals and mold therapy because, I was working in an environment where I did not protect myself. They teach you and they give you warning labels and they say, hey, warning, but they don't tell you, you must protect yourself, right? That's the difference. They don't tell you, don't drink that tap water. They don't tell you, don't drink that alcohol. They don't tell you about that. They just say, hey, be careful. It could cause health effects, right? So we fast forward. I start the chelation therapy. I start the detox protocol that you see behind me, right? I said, I kind of really didn't believe in it at first. I said, but I was willing to give it a try, right? I started the high dose. I started getting the ozone therapy. And immediately within 2 to 3 months, youthfulness come back, the exuberance come back. I start feeling the energy come back. My cognitive functions started coming back. That took some time. And I had to stay vigilant. But Dr. Bowersmith stayed by my side. He believed in me. The Deeper Healing team that was here, they were like family, and they are like family still today. Today, I still come here on a regular basis, right? I have not abandoned my career. I have not abandoned, anything, my exposures. Now I know how to limit my exposures now, which we now institute for all of the people. But the blessing behind all of this is once you get cleaned is knowing how to stay clean, okay? And there is no protocol of how to avoid the toxic substances that we're exposed to day in and day out that is considered acceptable according to certain standards that are set in guidelines that for us as the American people, and more people need to know about this, that you don't have to be broke. You don't have to accept the standard that you age, accelerated aging and death, and dementia, Alzheimer's. I just speak of all of the autoimmune diseases that are out there now. It is all related to exposures in the environment that we have today, the food that we eat, the water that we drink, the car that you drive, the house that you live in, the grocery store that you shop in, the chemicals that are sprayed on our food. And it's over and over and over, and I could go on and on and on. But the bottom line is, if you truly are hurting and you truly, truly, truly believe that there is something different out there, I recommend you to come and see the Deeper Healing team, because this is like nothing else you can ever experience in life. All I can say is this is, my family life today is better than it's ever been. All right. Sorry, get a little emotional here. There's a side to me that was giving up on life, that I thought I was signing up, that I was going to be in, it was just going to be in the grave early, and I was just settling for it. All right. I have a grandbaby now, and to be able to be there cognitively and to have the physical capabilities and the mental capabilities today to know that I'm healthy as I'll ever be in my life at this given moment in time. To think that I can be healthier is almost unimaginable, right? And I owe a very, very large chunk of that to Deeper Healing and the team that's here, okay? And I'll share this with you today, that I am on 0 medications. I'm a 54-year-old male today, working out in the construction industry, carrying on in a day-to-day stressful environments. I am achieving goals in life that I never thought possible, because I now have my cognitive ability back, right? I have the ability to take on the things on a daily basis that I need to do, right? And I could not do this without the steady involvement of Deeper Healing and staying clean on a regular basis.